Yeah, the mad race for alternative measurement. It's a hot topic for sure. I'd like to think that we can take the madness out of it and be a bit more thoughtful about how we think about alternative measurement in currency, especially as it relates to caring for our historical ways in which we think about media mix modeling and then the future. Be really prescriptive in how we think about what we want to count and how we want to count it and then demonstrate efficacy. And I appreciate the question because I think that there was a moment in time, correct me if I'm wrong, but it happened about 2 months ago when the MRC stripped Nielsen of its accreditation. And I think there was a moment when the industry sort of took a beat, took a moment. And I always joke there was this, not today, Nielsen, not today. But really the MRC did what it was supposed to do, which is look under the hood, do the audit, and essentially say, you've got to do better. Now, the MRC said this, but I think as an industry, we've known that it's not prudent to have a single source currency, especially when you think about the billions upon billions of dollars that are transacted off of it. But there had been no real moment in time that said, could we actually collectively think about what an alternative measurement could look like? And that was the moment when I think everything changed.
Andrea, tell us what WarnerMedia is doing in terms of your efforts to define measurement for your properties and moreover your leadership in the industry. Tell us what's going on now and kind of what that road looks like.
Andy, I think that's a great question. At WarnerMedia, we sit in a real place of privilege. I mean, there's not many media organizations out there that has the breadth of IP, the storytelling and the connection with scaled audiences down to sort of niche audiences, and as doing it across as many endpoints as we are in a number of different environments, whether it's our HBO Max with ads and our streaming, whether it's in our traditional linear environments and everything in between. And so at WarnerMedia, as we think about alternative measurement and we think about the fact that, yes, that moment in time did indeed happen, we've always had a history of being innovative and thinking about how do you count advanced advertising and how do you measure it ultimately. So for us, it is a very measured approach. So I said earlier, yes, it's a mad race, but how do we do this responsibly, appropriately, and really care for all the things that will go into transaction and stewardship and making sure that our partners at the agencies and our clients are ready to take maybe not a leap of faith with us, but truly partner to learn what is best for their inputs, their investment across our portfolio of offerings. So here at WarnerMedia, we are definitely in the test and learn phase. We are internally aligning around what is it that we want to solve for and which part of our inventory, because I don't think that this is a moment in time where we're saying goodbye, Nielsen. Yet. They have our history, absolutely. They have a lot of our business as usual, and they will have a presence in our future. It's just that they won't be the only player in which we partner with. So while we look at all of the innovation and technology and potential partners out there, we're vetting methodology. We're not necessarily doing a 50 or 80 plus RFI. We don't have the bandwidth or the resource nor the time to do so, but we're taking a very prescriptive approach and saying, who do we think right off the bat has something under the hood where we feel like, while there may be gaps, coverage gaps or methodology issues that we're not completely comfortable with, but we know it's better than what we currently have. How do we make sure that we do the proper vetting, rigor, and analysis, find the right partners? So we've been talking to our agencies, partners, and trying to figure out what are the right verticals, what are the right clients that are leaning in and would be most interested in doing a test and learn with us. We want to take that 10 to 15 roster of partners, narrow it down to about 5-3, closer to CES as we go into the first quarter, and really start pressure testing what it is that we're learning. 1, 2, how can we scale it? And 3, as we head into the upfront, what portion of our inventory, so whether it's data-driven linear, it's addressable, whether it's the OG of precision across digital, it's the deduping, it's how do you measure resonance and consideration and conversion. How are we taking a suite of alternative options to the marketplace and then thinking about how we incorporate it into the upfront, really more for a test as we head into the 23 upfront, right? I think that that wouldn't be prudent of us, nor what we're hearing from the agencies, is that it would be too quick to do that in time for May of 22.
So let me ask you this, speaking of the agencies and the buyers, what is it that they're looking for in this new TV world? And, is it around planning? Is it around optimizing? Is it around understanding performance? I'm sure it's all of that, but what are sort of the asks that you're getting from the buy side?
On the buy side, we've heard loud and clear, we're all figuring this out together. Let's be measured in our approach. Let's think about, Andy, everything you said, planning, forecasting, targeting optimization, all the way down to, the outcome portion of this. We can't do it all at once, but we have to be, again, I keep saying measured in our approach, and their input is obviously vital. They have their own ways in which they want to count and they want to measure. And so taking those inputs in and putting it into our experimental design is absolutely crucial. At WarnerMedia, we strongly believe that we have a responsibility to help the marketplace understand how to plan, buy, and measure us effectively. How do we make sure their investment across our portfolio of offering not only helps their investment resonate with their customer and actually move the needle on their KPIs, but how does it make it so it's more of a long-term partnership? We have, again, a long history of doing right by our clients and our partners on the buy side. And now with this particular component of measurement, which is no small thing, how do we make sure that we're hearing them across all of their concerns and being thoughtful, again, about how we're going to go to market together.
Andrea, finally, I'm so happy you're joining us at the Beat Retreat in Santa Monica next week. And I wanted to ask, and of course, your colleagues from CBS, NBC, others will be there, who have similar portfolio responsibility as you do. What are your thoughts about, having a more industry-wide collaboration, and of course, and sort of avoiding maybe a silo, and that's kind of part of my hope of the event. But how do you see that, the sort of the opportunities for collaboration?
Collaboration is the name of the game, Andy, and I cannot wait to see everyone in Santa Monica. Thank you for getting us all together. It's going to be, I think, a great couple of days of healthy dialogue and progress towards collaboration. I think that we can't do this in silos. It's not prudent, again. But and I think about this a lot, we all have our differentiators, right? We all have a way in which we go to market and we help brands reach their customers across our storytelling and our endpoints. And I think it's really important for us to always know that there's going to be differentiators there. But when it comes to the foundational ways in which when the buy side can think about transacting, we do have to come together and really become more uniform in our speak and in our experimentation. So I'm looking forward to healthy dialogue, a little friction always, right? That's healthy friction, but ultimately for the goodness of the marketplace and really transforming it. This is a moment in time where we have a real chance to transform how we've done things in the past. And I couldn't be more excited to be a part of the process.